This is Howard Storm, whose near-death experience left an indelible mark on his worldview. It's a weird one. While on a trip with his students, fate took a dramatic turn. At the hotel, he collapsed, succumbing to the most intensive pain he said he'd ever felt. Rushing to the hospital, he endured a grueling 10-hour wait for a surgeon, and he was deprived of pain medicine. His weakened state made it hard to breathe, and he resigned himself to closing his eyes and just letting go. In a twist of events, Howard was in a state of euphoria. His senses heightened to an unprecedented degree. Desperate to communicate with his wife and fellow patient beside him, he couldn't. He just encountered silence. Instead, a group of voices beckoned to him from outside the room down the hallway, claiming knowledge about him and waiting for his arrival. Curiosity led him to follow these figures into the darkness, but their purpose turned dark, driven by a desire to tear him apart. Yet, in this dream state, he remained alive even though he was being torn apart. Amid this chaos, a voice whispered, "Pray to God." Initially dismissive, he gave into the incessant plea, which infuriated him. Refusing to relent, he offered a candid and vulgar prayer, finding strength in its authenticity. As the hostile entities retreated, he prayed to Jesus, leading to a profound encounter. Jesus guided him to what seemed like another celestial expanse adorned with stars. But Howard soon realized that each star represented a soul. It came time and he was reluctant to return, and he voiced his protest. Yet in the end, he found himself back in his physical form, wakened to the assurance that the doctor, the surgeon that he'd been waiting for, was there. This is the first near-death experience I've known that had a dark side to it, so it's a little bit intense, it's a little bit different, but because it's very different than mine. I had a very peaceful, beautiful experience. I was a little girl. I think that makes a difference. I think that the universe and love meets you in these near-death experiences where you are, and kind of allows you to maybe work through some things. But I thought that was a pretty incredible story, and I'm really glad he shares it. So if you guys like these stories, remember to like, share, and follow. And I love hearing from you guys. So if you want to drop me a DM or remember to comment on some of these videos. I love the fact that you share your own stories, other people's stories, or just have questions. Like I said, reach out whenever, and I'll see you tomorrow.